Hey guys, welcome back to Nearly by Nature. Our next stop in our street interview series brings us to India's very own Silicon Valley, Bangalore. Bangalore is home to many promising tech startups as well as offices to some of the major tech companies in the entire world. The city is known for its parks and its nightlife, so you can see how Bangalore has become quite popular with young urban Indian professionals. We're here to find out what Bangaloreans are wearing and how they really feel about the fast-paced digitalization India is undergoing. So let's get into it.
What are you wearing today and how much does it cost?
Okay, so this is a normal T-shirt that I picked up from I think Com Street. Should be around 500 to 600. So this is something from I think when I was traveling to Varkala I picked. So this was around 700, and this is jockey legging. I think about 1,500.
So I'm wearing the Soul Store for my top, and that's around 400 rupees. And my pants are from H&M. That's around 1,200 or 1,400. And my bag is from Baggett, but it's really old, so I don't remember how much it costs.
The way I'm wearing this jacket and this top and shorts. So shorts are from Zara, so it's like 800 bucks. And I'm wearing this top. I bought it from Commercial Street, which is like a very thrift shopping. So this is like 250, and this jacket is from Decathlon. So this is like 1,000 rupees.
I'm wearing a Monte Carlo t-shirt, which is 1.5 thousand, so 1,500, and this is just a casual jogger from Reliance, which might cost something around 700 to 800. Simple.
How much do you care about what you're wearing?
Not really. I just have to be comfortable about what I look and how I look, and nothing much doesn't matter like what brand I wear.
So I like to go more of Indo-ethnic. So that's what I usually like. So I like to accessorize. So for me, my priority would be what I wear, mostly my accessories, and then my T-shirt, jean. So I'm just cool with that.
What do you care most about in general in life?
I think finance is the most important things I care about. How do I save? How can I improve my money? And that's the one of the things at the moment I care a lot about. Finance is the most important thing, and I want everyone to know, have the knowledge about it.
For me, I think the first thing that I would care about is my inner peace, because rest everything put aside, I would like to first concentrate on is it giving me peace? Am I at peace at the present? Whether I'm happy, not happy, doesn't matter. I need to be at peace.
So basically about my career, that's why I'm in Bangalore. So my career, my family, this is something which I care most about, and yeah, that's it.
What do you think makes Bangalore different from major cities like Delhi or Mumbai?
The cultural influence, when we compare with Chennai, Mumbai, or Delhi, so the local cultural influence is more there. So not everyone is feeling comfortable with it, because the reason they are feeling like they are oppressed on certain areas might be due to the ethnicity or language or whatever it is. But Bangalore, the diversity is more. So people from multi-cities, especially towards IT, they are coming here, and Bangalore has more IT companies when compared to the other three tier cities. So the other cities where mostly they hold the manufacturing units rather than the IT, and manufacturing unit doesn't care much about the different set of people, because they will get a local labor, and so the local influence will be more. Sometimes it might be positive, sometimes it may go negative.
So basically, I think Bangalore is more of the chill vibes, and when you go to Mumbai and every other place, it's very crowded. And kind of peace you get at Bangalore is very good. The weather is very good, and also the kind of crowd which you get.
And one more thing, like in north side, I feel that people are little rude, but here, like I found people very sweet and helping also.
What do you guys think is the biggest issue you guys face living here in India?
So the biggest issue I would say is that kind of opportunity. I think it's not equal for everyone. If a guy male is working with me, he'll get paid more, and he'll get getting more responsibility. Coming to me, I'll feel okay. This is a female, and not an equal opportunity. I'm not getting in India. So it's not only in Bangalore, but all over India the same situation. People say, yeah, we are growing in life, or no, we believe in equality, but that's not happening at all. So I face work kind of thing now where I'm going to office. I feel sometimes okay, it's not equal for me and my male colleagues. If a promotion is due, they'll choose a male guy and they won't choose me because I'm a female and I won't be able to contribute or so whatever. It's not basis of how much hard work I'm doing. It's basically gender discrimination which happens.
My perception is totally different from her because equality in that is okay with my company, and I'm comfortable with that. I am facing issue in language because we have so many states in India and we have different languages for that. So I think language is a problem. See, like here in Bangalore, like still in Bangalore, like you can speak in English, but if you go to in like thoda or south mein, then it will be difficult for us.
It's the traffic, and it's annoying. Like if I have to go to my office, it takes around an hour, and come back another. So I just literally waste 2 to 3 hours of my life just traveling on road. It's not like I look at different things and be happy about it. It's just that I get annoyed seeing the traffic. So I think that's the most annoying thing I see right now in India.
What do you think is the biggest issue India as a country is facing today?
I think India is getting polarized, very polarized regarding a lot of issues by the day. Like things that were not issues like a few years ago just are suddenly becoming issues out of nowhere. And yeah, I think people are just becoming really polarized. Like I'm not seeing a very peaceful interaction between people. It's very extreme. Even like the smallest and the mildest things are triggering people these days. And like for example, the controversy with this recent Indian movie Pathan, like it was nothing, but then people just made it a big deal. And there are so many real issues to actually talk about, but
I would say trying to establish itself, globally. It's doing pretty well now, but trying to diplomatically, if you see India currently at the moment, it's staying. It's on a very thin line. So it's either with the West or be it from the with Russia.
Looking at the class of the society that we are living in, there's one section of the society that's like just having a luscious life, and you see the other side, like literally struggling, right? There is no balance. I feel we need to build a platform where we have a wavelength that kind of caters to everyone. We can't have that one extreme that's just enjoying life and the other extreme just picking up racks. So that somewhere has to be balanced.
So today in India, we are seeing that digitalization is growing rapidly throughout here. So much so that like everyone's using Google Pay, and cash isn't even being circulated like it used to be. Do you think this is a cause for concern as there's like mass surveillance on Indian people?
Absolutely, because I don't think my son has even seen a note, a rupee note in like I don't know from the time he was born. He's used to Google Pay right now because we are at some store and he just comes here like, Mama, can you just do a Google Pay on this? Can you just scan on this? And when you have cash flow in hand, you know what is your saving, how much you spending, right? But now with the credit cards and the Google Pay system, I think we don't have track of what we are saving and what we are giving out.
Yeah.
So I really feel this is going to have a lot of drawback in our lives, I think, going forward, because looking at, probably my parents could save up so much, they could make so much they're leaving behind something for me, but what am I going to leave behind for my child? I'm just doing it for myself. I'm spending on because I have no count on what I'm spending. Right? I have no track.
Not really. Since we've like I think not. It's just not India. Around the world, since digitalization has become one of the most important things, I see mass surveillance around the world everywhere. So it's not a cause for India in general, because I see it around on all over the world. So India, just singling out India for mass, I don't think it's cause of concern, at least for now.
Do you think it's a cause for concern for people then globally?
Yeah, it is. If you see the way algorithm works, like if you search something on Safari and you find that on Insta, you find it on YouTube, you get the ads around. So that's a huge cause of concern for everyone.
Yes, absolutely. So the thing is, right now I'm sitting in Indira Nagar. I'm getting lots of messages that you are in Indira Nagar and why don't you visit Reliance Digital, or you visit this place, that place, this is the offer going on in Indira Nagar. I get sometimes very furious, like how these people know that I'm in Indira Nagar and how they are sending me, how did they know my location and sending me these notifications. And while I'm traveling to this entire lane of Indira Nagar, so I'll get lots of verified accounts which are sending me this WhatsApp notification that come to my store and everything.
The first impact what I'm seeing is people are using Google Pay and everything a lot, and they really don't understand the cash outflow from their pocket, because it's just numbers, it's not the actual money which you are doing. Hmm. Second, before the evolution of these things, before the, I can say, especially the Google Pay and the stuff, we can leave with the cards even. People were afraid of just theft, a direct theft. So if I'm having some cash in my pocket, I just need to be careful at that particular point. But now it's not like that. I am not safe anywhere. There are lots of scams going on. One big scam which I am seeing nowadays is someone will send you some amount and they will say, sorry, I deposited it wrongly. I will give you a QR code. Could you please scan? And most of the people are falling in trap into this particular especially people who are little bit aged, who don't know much about this transaction scams. They just know how to use it, and these people are hardly affected because most of the people what I have seen in my personal experience are aged between like 50 to 60 or 70. They just try to get into this new evolution. They might have their lifelong savings, their pension amount and everything, and within seconds it's gone. So the previous case, it is not like that. Only the money which is in their pocket, in their purse was gone. This is one bad thing which is happening because of the evolution. Now thieves are there, they are everywhere, but you can't see anyone. It's not like the olden days. And police or any other police or whatever it is, I can say, no one is able to track them. Even the ethical hackers or anyone, they are trying to track, but they are unable to track them.
As the government and like these tech companies gain more information on Indian people, do you worry that algorithms can be created to like control, manipulate like vulnerable communities throughout India, or maybe not just vulnerable communities, like when you were talking about people, the country's becoming so polarized. It's because like certain type of ads and fake news is being pushed towards certain communities to get them to vote a certain way. Do you worry about how that can affect the future of India?
Yes, quite a bit. Quite a bit. People are, considering that it's like people are getting very polarized and they're just taking sides instead of looking at the bigger picture. So, yeah, that can affect our country in really negative ways in the future.
Of course, but government, I don't know because I can't comment about it. But in general, if you see any social media companies like or any tech companies for that matter, they do have all our records and everything. So that is of course a cause of concern. But with respect to government, I'm not sure. Because I hear a lot of stories from every other government. They're trying to manipulate the entire community. So I'm not really sure about jotting down to one community. And I don't see that a huge cause of concern in India because we have a wide range of communities here.
The main problem is government is unable to guide people on about the security of my personal information, because I know for sure I might not have contacted a certain company for anything, but I will be getting calls from those company on those marketing campaigns. But I never gave my number to them. But my number was stolen from some other KPO or some other company directly or indirectly.
Right.
And now it is being circulated into multiples. The frequency of the spam calls I am getting day by day, it's increased in power of n, not double. So that's really worsening because I don't have privacy in my control. Even government can't control because corporates are involved in it.
And they're in bed with the corporates.
And obviously they are getting all those tax benefits and influence on the economy through this. And especially the current government, they are trying to get more influence into the Indian economy using the corporate structure. But they don't understand, because of that, the privacy of the people who are getting affected, the real side effects of it. An average Indian is not having any idea on this much issues really happening.
And this conversation is not even happening. This
Yeah.
is not even being discussed.
This is not these things are being discussed after it moves to a different level which you can't control. See, I'm personally in IT, I'm facing loads of stuff, I'm facing all these security things, and with the amount of knowledge I have, I can be so sure that I might be just 30% updated with what really happening is. Because that guy who is trying to solve the issue is in a pace of like 50%, but the guy who is creating the issue is in a pace of 500%. So we are, even the people who are working in that line itself, we are unable to track, or we are unable to run in the race. And people who don't have any idea on technology, they are way behind.
What does being Indian mean to you guys, and what's something you would want for people who don't live in India to know about Indian people?
So we are rich with culture. We are very proud of our culture, the languages, the place is very beautiful, and the people are very nice. They are very, they're very good in nature. They're very welcoming sort of, and there's matlab, it's very nature is very good, everything is so good, and we want people to come to India and have a, you know, how our culture is, how the entire country is. We have so many variation and everything. So I would suggest that rather than just reading somewhere on social media what's happening in India, they should actually come and have a look that it's actually growing, and you know, it's actually we are developing and things are moving in a good way.
I think being Indian is, I think being an Indian is like being more grounded and being more connected to your family or people. I think um, India is all about connection, like a warmth. So I think at the root of everything, India is all about warmth and connection.
I'm very proud to be an Indian first, and of course, it's just the wide variety of cultures we have, and we talk about India as the cultures we have. Inside one state, every city has its own peculiar, reasons for it to be proud of, and that's one thing which is which every Indian should be proud of. It's the culture, it's the way of living, and it's our history for that matter, and also we have a history of around 5,000, 6,000 years old, and from one of the most advanced civilization, which is the Indus Valley civilization we had till now, we have done so many things for this world which every Indian should be proud of, and I want every Indian to know that India is one of the best countries in the world.